Hello. This post, this video, and I suppose this channel has come about because of a conversation, more of a joke I had with one of my daughters about being far more able, far more capable of writing better songs than the ones we were hearing on the radio. Of course, this was me just moaning as a grumpy Gen Xer, reminiscing about the good old days. Of course, my daughter just laughed, scoffed at me. But then I bet her I could write an album in 6 months. She looked at me as if I was mad. And of course, I was half joking. But in the back of my mind, I was in full earnest. I thought, actually, I bet I could. Anyway, then we both laughed and continued the journey and continued to write and bemoan the rubbish we were hearing on the radio. Anyway, a few weeks passed and my daughter joked, "Dad, how's that album going?" And I reassured her, "Oh yeah, I'm putting down some tracks, don't worry about it. It's coming together fine." Which actually gave me the impetus to pull out my guitar and make a start at it. My daughters have always known that, I like playing my guitar and I like singing pop songs, to the best of my ability anyway. I strung a couple of chords together. With some effort, I started to cobble together some lyrics and put them with those chords. And slowly, some songs came together. Now, full disclosure, I am not a musician. Like I say, I own a guitar and I can strum those chords. I've always loved music, so now a verse and a chorus, how they go together. And I've got an MVQ in literature, so I know a wee bit about creative writing. Not much though. Now, I'd never professed to being a singer, but I can hold a tune-ish. So when I call myself a singer-songwriter, absolutely not. Anyway, so over 6 months, I put together 8 songs. Is that an album? Anyway, they're based on nothing more than my experience of life and my musing on what's happening in the world today, put together as lyrics with a few chords that I know. Once I finished, I nervously played them with my family, who of course said they liked them. Well done then. I thanked them graciously, and I promptly put them aside with no real plans for them. Job done. But then I saw a couple of videos on YouTube that I suppose inspired me into doing what I'm doing right now, which is upload my album for the rest of the world, and I suppose leave a wee bit of myself behind for my grandchildren. Did I mention them old? So shout out or blame to Mary Spender, a real singer-songwriter who put out an inspirational video a few weeks ago entitled "The End of This Road," basically encouraging anyone with a creative spark to keep going. And Dave Cullen, in his video Ignore It, where he spoke about culture being created in anything creative and that we should all get involved in creating and maintaining our own perceived culture. Of course, I've wildly paraphrased those 2 videos, but hopefully you get the gist. I've been inspired. So here is the first of my songs. I won't define its genre. I'm going to say it's an upbeat pop folk song about the time that this old Gen Xer finds himself in and what he thinks about it. Anyway, told you daughters. The song's called I Remember When. Of course, give it a like if you like it. Be kind if you don't. Thanks.
Still stand up, face the test. They expect nothing less. I remember well. I let them go. I remember when, I remember when, I remember when pride was sold as a sin, often seen as boastful shouts from within. Modesty was the best way to live your life. Is it so wrong now? We've been built to die as the world spun us around so much. It's made us deserve. Our eyes can see what's up. Clamor and noise it's made to deceive our wheels. Canceled in a minute and no fear. Wipe away those tears. I remember when, I remember when, I remember those fabled summers of love. Legends spoke of the sky filled up with dust. Muddy hands reached out for a gentle touch from another. It didn't matter that much. No one saw your creed, the color of your skin. Didn't seem to matter what dress you were in. Surely we can return to the path so right. Turn the corner, come out of the night. Step into the light. I remember